Okay, today we're going to be working on a garage fix up for Mom, and it's a garage we did roofing on a piece over there behind the truck and the back last year, and this year we're going to fix up here. So we got the door open on this side of the garage. There's two sliding doors that overlap. We had to cut the 6 inches off the bottom of this door on each end to get it to open. That's how, and it's about 4 inches above the other side. So that's how you can see everything's crooked and warped and the roof is all kittywampus. The main concern, we'll walk down here, try not to kill ourselves. See, that wall's a little less than the best there. She's sagged and she's warped and she's out at the bottom. Machine shop at the back, we re-roofed it last summer. So we'll take you inside and show you a bit what we've been doing. So we got the hitch back on this service trailer thing Dad built years ago, and it's got an old Lincoln welder on it, and vices and drill presses and tool cabinets in the front and all kinds of stuff. So this wall here, you can see, is not the straightest. She's leaned out pretty good. And then over here, yeah, run my shins into everything. You can see the roof's not even sitting on this center carrier, and it's all sagged and settled and crooked. And the same in that corner over there, so we're going to rebuild that corner. We're going to jack up the center of the roof, get the rafters running straight again. We got to get this jacked up into place, and you see the gap there. Get that post supported up where it should be, and get all this straightened up. We're going to jack the roof up and hope the wall comes with it, and then do underpinning on the wall, new sill, and then we got to fix all this up. So the doors are going okay now because we got everything jacked up. And the door for this side, this outside door, actually works pretty good. It's the other side that don't, but hopefully when we're done it'll be almost back to original dimensions. And this door actually works better now than it did when the place was built. So I'll show you a bit. This is just a storage piece that was built on the garage years ago, and by last summer there was no roof left on it. So we fixed the rafters that were rotted away and re-sheathed it and shingled it. Got it fixed up. And we did the same thing to the machine shop area back here. That's all re-roofed, even though the ends look pretty rotten. We patched everything up and at least got new tar paper and shingles on it. And then we got a whole forest of forest webs here, or spider webs, and we'll duck under them. And this is the machine shop. You can see all the old line shafts are still in here, and carrier bearings and everything. And we'll stagger around here. Got the old shaft here for the flat belt drive grinder. We got the old J.H. Williams camelback drill press there. And the line shaft run down to another grinder over here. There used to be a power hacksaw that sat here that never did work good, but we'd have to hold it up as it cut because there was no counterweight or spring on it. And Dad would get us cutting stuff, and holding it up and our hand jerking back and forth with the old saw was always a fun day's work. And this is the old lathe here. We'll see if we can get the window open so you can see it a bit better. And there's no names or labels on it that we know of. It is a flat belt drive. No quick change gearbox or even an option for one. She's simply got a lead screw. The old chuck on it, you can see, actually hits the carriage when you get up too close, because it's got square drives right there to adjust the chuck. Of course, a lantern tool post, and something interesting. We'll try to get better light in here later maybe, but at the back here we got a crank, and it actually lifts the cross slide up and down. There's no compound on it, just a cross slide, and you can actually adjust that up and down for center height as near as I know. And then in underneath there's a great big counterweight that hangs on hooks off the bottom of the carriage, and a pretty basic carriage there, and just in and out engagement here. And we got all the gears back there for your feed, and your feed is actually a belt drive. It's not a positive feed, so when if you're using it for threading, you don't want to get too aggressive, or you'll have a bad day. And then up here, got the line shafts. She's actually set up with reverse, so you can shuttle back and forth, and you got a reversing pulley and a straight pulley on this side, and then a step pulley there that Dad had made a long time ago that runs down to the main cone pulley, and all the tooling up here. And then right under your head, if you're standing here running the lathe, you can get a haircut. You wouldn't want to be wearing a tall hat, because you got line shaft right here running, and your motor is up there, runs down, line shaft runs the full length of the shop on the south side, and pretty much runs against the pulley on the old J.H. Williams, which is a tight and loose pulley drill press with a belt drive self automatic feed. And then over here right behind you, when you're at the old lathe, of which we do not know we know the history of it, we just don't know the name and make of it, but you can see there it's got like fancy nuts on there. Now whether they were, I don't think they were shop made, I think they're factory, because they're all the same. It was like a Victorian type deal on here, and your cross slide on your tailstock is actually on the top of it, not on the bottom of it like modern lathes. And it actually sits on two ways instead of just a way on one side and a way on the other side, and your carriage sits on ways on both sides, and then there's steady rest there for it. So it was obviously quite a high-end machine when it was built, but we don't know the manufacturer of it, so I'll try to get some better footage of it here one of these days, and maybe somebody can tell us what it is. We've had it for 25 years or more. And here we've got the old South Bend. Once again, the lighting's not very good. I don't know if it's a 9 or a 10 inch, somewhere in there. And done a lot on it over the years. It's getting deteriorated pretty bad. It set in here and got rained on through the leaky roof for a while. And then we got plastic on it, and then finally got the roof fixed. And it doesn't have quick change gears either. It's just got gear sets, but it actually is a positive gear drive on it. And I think we got most all the accessories. We got dog drives and dogs and face plates and change gears and everything down under there for it. So one of these days, if we ever get to it, it'll get redone and fixed up. Whether or not it'll ever end up going out west, I don't know. You can see the flap belts there for the old drill press, and that Sibley I've got is just a much larger version, but built pretty much the same way. So anyways, that's what we're up to today. A little of the old machine shop tour. Sitting on the drill press table is actually a sharpening wheel grinder, hand crank. You can put a stone on it. There's no stone on it now. Clamp it to your bench and crank it and use it for sharpening tool bits and stuff. So anyways, we'll bring you back when it's getting interesting again.